Hey guys, welcome in. I've got Matthew Marine here with me, and we're going to be talking a little bit about this year's Alumni Day here at Heritage Christian University. How you doing, Matthew?
I'm doing fantastic. It's always great to see you, Caleb. You are one of my absolutely favorite people at Heritage Christian.
I'll take your word for it. And you are one of the people I know. I love you too, Matthew.
Wow, I thought you were going to say that I'm one of your favorite people in Castle Rock, Colorado, in the meadows
Yes,
on like Hollyhock,
I,
and I
I
was
could
like,
I could go
wow,
with that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and
One of my favorite people in Castle Rock, Colorado.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So thank you for that warm welcome there, Caleb. I feel loved. You know, that actually helps us segue into our alumni days because it looks like I may have to focus on forgiveness.
So, why
Well,
don't you tell us a little bit about Alumni Days that's coming up?
happy to tell you about Alumni Day. So, our theme this year is, as I mentioned, forgiveness. It's going to be all day, March the 14th. And we are kind of excited about this because it's a really relevant topic. Everybody always talks about forgiveness. And to a certain perspective, a lot of people just kind of underweight forgiveness. They just think it's easy, you know.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of trite type of advice. Just forgive.
Hmm.
Well,
Sure.
sometimes forgiveness is a lot harder than that. And so, especially for people who are in ministry, there's been kind of this perspective of that ministers, leaders should just forgive. But a lot of times that just means that you're supposed to stuff it and stuff how you feel and maybe even deny the reality of how you were treated.
Hmm.
And we don't really have a robust theology of forgiveness in our churches besides that simplistic approach. So we wanted to really help ministers, leaders in the church deal with what forgiveness looks like in a biblical worldview.
Hmm.
So excited. We're going to have Zach Martin, one of the newer professors at Heritage. He's going to be kicking us off in the keynote at 9 a.m. And he's going to talk about forgiveness that overcomes shame. Then we're going to have a couple of class options. We're excited to have Jeff Johnson back, and he's going to talk about kind of how God models forgiveness to humans. And then we're going to have the world famous, internationally recognized Dale Jenkins, and he's going to talk about how to forgive a real hurt from ministry. And he's going to bring a lot of experience in talking about that. And I think that's something everybody has dealt with who's been in ministry. And then we're going to have the retiring professor, Wayne Kilpatrick, giving us our other keynote in chapel. And it's going to talk about a glimpse into God's heart. And then we're going to have kind of a major focus in servant leadership. And I'm really excited about having Dr. Will Sharp. He just finished up his dissertation not that long ago on servant leadership. So this should be kind of an interactive workshop type of environment at 1 o'clock. And then at 2:30, we're going to have Lucas Suddeth talk about restoring relationships within the church. And he has some personal experience with that. And then we're going to have one of the OG professors, original gangsters, Bill Bajents, talking about how to keep boundaries in the church after a sin. And so, from his counseling perspective, he should really help us, especially us in leadership, about how to deal with some of those issues when there's been a sin and how do you introduce them back into the congregation. So, a ton of super practical stuff.
Hmm.
Great theology, great practicality. Should be an amazing alumni day again. And then at 3:30, we're gonna have Matt Heupel, Adam Richardson, Z Kemp, and Ray Reynolds and Rusty Pettis, and they're all gonna share their favorite book that they read this year in ministry, and that's going to be a sharing time as well. And so you get a bunch of good ideas of books to kind of read. And then we always have at 4:45 the annual brick ceremony, where we kind of put down a brick in honor of some of our alumni who have passed away that year. And then, as everybody knows, the steak dinner. Not just sirloin,
Mhm.
cheap steak dinner, but
Right,
the ribeyes
right.
that are cooked, smoked, grilled there on campus. The steak dinner, because Heritage Christian University treats their alumni the best they can. You got to love that.
Yes. Whenever you come to campus, we have a steak dinner. It's here.
Well,
Maybe you should come to campus more often.
well, hey, if I'm gonna come, I want a steak dinner.
There you go.
Yeah,
And it is an excellent meal, and this is not just for alumni as well. This is really for everybody. We highlight our alumni during Alumni Day, but it is something open to the community and to the church at large. We would love to have you here for this, and it's a really great day of fellowship and brotherhood.
yeah. Everybody gets to catch up, and it is for all leaders in the area. Like this is all relevant. We just try to always use our alumni on the program, and
Mhm.
that's kind of the way we do that. And then we always want to honor our alumni with a steak dinner. And I come to see you, Caleb.
Most people do.
Well, at least a strong majority.
It's kind of hard to see me up here in the booth, but yes, or in a crowd, but
Yeah.
um, they can come to find me.
I will find you and try to take a picture with you.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everybody come. It's going to be a great alumni day. We've been doing this for many, many, many years. It's a long-standing tradition. I appreciate Dr. Brothers supporting this and being involved in this process as well, and just the wonderful staff at Heritage to make this happen, and for us just to give back to the church and to continue to invest in the kingdom. And that's what Heritage is all about, just trying to partner with the church and bringing vitality to our congregations. Caleb, it was great to see you.
It's good to see you. Of course, come for Alumni Day. Stay. We want to encourage you to stay. And the following day, we have the HCLI Heritage Christian Leadership Institute day that starts off in the morning with Jeremy Weekly, and he's going to be giving a report on his basically what he did to get his doctorate, a bunch of surveys. The title Survey Says. We would love for you to be here for that. Jeremy Weekly, John Thomas, and a number of other great guys are going to be speaking, and you'll be blessed by that. And if you're headed to the Freed Hardeman lectureships the following week, just come hang out with us first, and then make your way on down the road. So we look forward to seeing you on March the 14th here at Heritage Christian University.
And I'll be there for the 7th or the 15th as well. I'm going to be staying over, and I look forward to the leadership seminar that Dr. Brothers always puts on. So you kind of get a twofer. You get alumni days and leadership all in one. So everybody come.